I mean, a tough start, Luke.
Yeah, it was a tough start. It was marginal. I mean, I'm actually not sure it was a penalty try if we look back at the past. It's lovely Leinster build up again, all the forwards involved. Lovely bit of play from Dan Levy here, the little show and the inside offload. Gorgeous bit of play there. I think he just clips him just a little bit early, but I'm not sure that ball's going to hand Tom. I think there's enough doubt there to give the yellow card, because I do think he actually hits him slightly early. So I think that is a yellow, but I'm not sure he's going to catch that, Tommy. Not 100% anyway.
I just think Ben Winehouse, when he decides it is a yellow, I agree there's some doubt there. He's stretching out to it. I think when he gives that yellow, it's got to be a penalty try. He's acknowledging in his mind, okay, I think he would have caught this ball and scored. I think they work together.
To be honest, I think the two can be mutually exclusive. I think that was an error, and I think it was a harsh one on Munster, to be honest with you.
It is.
I think it's one of those ones, Tommy, when you slow it down and you play it with the TMO to the letter of the law, it probably is. But just in the spirit of the game, I think Keith Earls, he doesn't totally wrap in the tackle. I don't know, is the ball going to go to hand? And I'll be honest, it's referee and TMO decisions that are making big influences in the game.
Well, listen, we'll go look at the second try then again. James Lowe, very clever to go to that side, particularly whenever Keith Earls was off.
Yeah, it was a brilliant finish in the end, wasn't it? But the build-up work was really important from Leinster's forwards. Some really good carrying, and particularly James Ryan, who we're going to pick out. Just that bit of footwork, and he swipes Peter O'Mahony away, just gets that little bit of momentum, and then Dev Toner with a big carry as well. You're going to see Ross Byrne as well. He was a really important role in this, didn't he? He sweeps in behind, just times his run really well, and Mathewson on the edge instead of Keith Earls. Yeah, you pointed out really well, Tommy. That's a brilliant finish. He's so powerful down that tram line. This is James Ryan. That footwork, that little swipe with the left hand, just beats Peter O'Mahony. He doesn't get often beaten in those areas. Dev Toner really strong. His carrying game has really improved in the last year or so. And then just watch this timing from Ross Byrne. Sweeping across, watch Mathewson. He just hesitates for a split second, and that just buys Lowe an extra little split second to finish in the corner. Really well done.
Murray, I think you've got to credit him here, though. It's an incredible finish. Holds off three guys to get it, and smart from Leinster to know Earlsey is off the pitch. And then into the Munster try. Came from set piece. Munster have been brilliant at the set piece, be it scrum or I think they have the upper hand in maul. Obviously you would like to see more legs moving, but I think guys like Tadhg Beirne here eventually does a great job, and I think Peter O'Mahony does a fantastic bit of work to slingshot him over the line in the end, but really patient, and I think Munster have a bit of the upper hand at set piece at the moment.
Yeah, it's a big statement moment, isn't it? There's a couple of scrums as well where they just powered through them. We're going to see the standard try, but really impressed with the Munster back so far.
And I mean, look, the next we're going to hear, we're just going to watch Keith Earls. These are the moments we were talking about pre-game. He needs to be involved in the game. He's so dangerous. Spots Dan Levy here, just takes him on the outside. It just causes James Gibson Park to step in because he thinks Dan Levy's beaten for a second. That's all he needs. And then he misses, obviously, the tackle on James Goggin. He'll be disappointed. But again, as Murray said, Munster set piece fair. He go, look, getting that left-hand side up. I think James Gibson Park will be disappointed here. He goes off his feet, because then it's off his feet, sorry. It's his body weight on TJ Stander's body weight. Only going to be one winner. And it's a fantastic finish. Well, maybe a little bit of a possible forward there. That's probably that could be the blue blood of me, maybe. But look, I think it was a lovely finish. Leinster will be disappointed with that. But again, as Donica said, Munster set piece been very, very strong. I think that's why it's been such a tight game.
I think it was a 66-minute crucial.
Yeah, I think Munster would argue they should have got the penalty try a little bit earlier here. They had so much dominance at the scrum. Maybe James Cronin's angle a little bit questionable, but they were really getting a good shove on. But I guess the point is here, it took them 6, maybe 8 minutes to get that try. And for me, that was almost the story of the game in a larger context. Relentless pressure, took them ages to get their scores. Leinster go down the other end and got their scores rather quickly. 35% possession, and they convert that into 3 scores. Yeah, I think Munster's pack will be frustrated with that, won't they?
Yeah, I was frustrated with it. I just, 4 times it comes back for a penalty. You've got to be asking, on what stage is it a sin binning or a penalty try?
Yeah, and look, I think as well, from a Leinster perspective, it is good to have a few things to work on. I think they'll be disappointed that they let Mathewson run inside them here. I mean, he's just got to come in there. You have one man outside you, so that was disappointing. But look, this is what really let Munster. Like, that is silly. Like, I mean, it's just so unsubtle. And I think Liam Tolan, having called it out before, probably didn't help the old Munster cause there. Don't get a good clean hit on him. I mean, he just seems to just brush through guys, and he's a bundle of energy. That's what I love, and I think a lot of the guys feed off that as well. I mean, that little move that he seems to be, does he practice that a lot? The old dropping the ball on the ground and going again. I mean, he's just a nightmare to defend against, and this was an unbelievable bit of finishing to get the feet in the air and the finish very, very deftly. I mean, he seems to be a big part of the dressing room.
At the Aviva, it's finished 30 points to 22 to Leinster. Ross Byrne with 5 kicks from 5. 3 tries apiece from both teams, but Leinster running away, comfortable winners in the end.